We will start with a gentle warm-up on our feet. First, allowing the head to drop towards the chest. Exhale, and inhaling as we extend. Exhale to the chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale to the chest, placing our hands on the back of the head and pushing our head towards the hands as the hands push back. And relax. Now the head goes to one shoulder and to the next. To the left, to the right, to the left, and now grabbing hold of the head, and the fingers of the opposite hand are pointing towards the diagonal, increasing the stretch. And relax. Now the opposite direction. Again, the fingers pointing towards the diagonal. And relax. Now I'm going to grab a strap. You can use a scarf, a belt, a t-shirt, and inhaling up. Make it shoulder width apart. Exhale to one side. Inhale up. Long spine. Exhale, opposite side. And now I'm going to inhale up and stretch my arms with the help of the strap. And bring the arms down to the front. Exhale. Inhale up. Stretching, opening up the chest. Exhale down. And again to the sides. Now wider. Inhale up. Exhale to one side. Coming back up, inhale, exhale, opposite side. And coming back up, and stretch, extension. And bringing the arms down, and holding the strap from behind, inhale. And stretch by lifting the arms up, bringing the shoulder blades close to each other, and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And that will do. And I'm going to go to one side of the mat where my left leg will be facing you. Normally I will be showing the right leg, the right side of the body, the solar side, but for the purpose of the sequence, we will start with facing you with the left leg and grabbing the left leg and trying to keep the thighs parallel and feeling the stretch on the left thigh. And I'm pointing my gaze at a specific spot on the floor to keep my balance as I breathe in and out. Mostly abdominal breaths, if accessible, through the nostrils. And I want to keep my exhalations long, so if it's needed, you can exhale through the mouth. And now bringing the left leg forward towards the chest and balancing here. And placing to the side, hands in front of the chest. Inhale up. Staying here for a breath and bringing the feet down. And hands in front of the chest, exhale. Inhale, arching up. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, left leg back, the knee on the floor, going into a nice deep stretch of the psoas here. Chest open, take one more breath here. And with the next exhalation, going into downward dog. Again, some walking movements here. Do whatever your body needs. We're still warming up. And going into a global stretch of the superficial back line of our fascia here. Taking one more breath. As we exhale, we're coming into a plank pose. And here, let's apply mula bandha. Contraction of the muscles of the perineum and slowly coming down. And relax. And here, I'm relaxing the right arm, and with the left arm, I'm grabbing hold of the left foot and pressing my heel, my left heel to my left buttock. My chin is on the ground. You can feel the tension in between the neck and the sternum. And let's stay here for a few breaths. Half Bekasana. And relaxing the leg. Now I'm going to straighten my right arm, and with the support of the left arm, roll to the side. And here, using my core to keep my balance, bringing the left foot again towards the, wow, it's hard to keep balance here, towards the right leg. And really engaging the core. Let's see if I can lift up my arm. Ah! And bringing the arm back. Let's stay here. And with the support of the arm, keeping my foot in the same position, I'm coming forward. It's a nice stretch here for the groin. And I'm another balancing, bringing the hands next to the chest, tucking my toe. Let's come into a downward dog. And then lifting the left leg up and sliding it into Padottanasana. A nice stretch of the psoas again. Taking a few breaths here. Allowing the muscles to relax, to let go of any contraction. The front of my right leg is on the floor. Make sure that you're not moving it sideways. If there are flexibility issues, you can place pillows under the hips and the right thigh. And now slowly bending forward as far as it's comfortable for you. With each breath, especially with the out breath, feel your muscles relaxing, letting go of any contraction. And coming out of the pose, tucking your toe and going back into downward dog, giving a nice global stretch to the body. And the left leg comes forward, stretching the right psoas. And exhale as you bring the both legs forward, arching up, inhale. And hands in front of the chest, exhale. And relax. Now I'm going to turn to the opposite direction to start the same sequence with the right leg. First, grabbing hold of my right foot and stretching the thighs with my eyes at a fixed spot to keep my balance as I breathe in and out. And bringing the knee forward towards the chest. And to the side, leaning against the thigh, hands in front of the chest, exhale. And up, inhale. And with the next exhalation, dropping the foot down. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Inhale, arch up. Exhale, down. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, both legs back. And coming into plank, applying mula bandha. And going slowly down with control. And again, first relaxing here. Left arm on the side, right hand is grabbing the right foot and pressing the right heel to the buttock. Keeping the breath flowing. And letting go. And lengthening the left arm. And with the support of the right hand, moving to the side. Placing the right foot against the thigh again. And here, let's try our balancing. Lifting the arm up. Controlling the body with the support of the arm, the leg, and the core. And bringing the hand down and facing the mat with the right leg still bent. Taking a moment here for the stretch and then bringing the hands next to the chest, tucking the toe and going into downward dog and lifting the right leg up and sliding it in for Padottanasana. And taking a few breaths here. I'm being a bit careful with this side because of my hip inflammation. So you can go all the way down with your hip. I do a more controlled movement here. And slowly bending forward. Allowing the muscles to relax with each exhalation. And slowly coming up. Again, placing the hands, tucking the toe, and going back into downward dog, giving your body a nice stretch, global stretch. And inhaling, right foot forward. Exhaling, both feet forward. Inhale, arch up. And hands in front of the chest. And relax. Observing the effects of the sequence. And moving to our next sequence, hands in front of the chest, exhale, arch up, inhale, bow down, exhale. Now taking the right foot back and lifting the knee up and turning it out, rotating into a parallel-legged position here. And inhale, arms up, long spine. Exhale with control, bending forward into Padottanasana. The head is relaxed in the center. Now taking a few breaths here, the feet are strong, pressing against the floor. And grabbing our hands from behind, a nice stretch for the shoulders, shoulder blades. And bringing the hands back down. One hand is in the center. The left hand goes up, looking towards the left. Giving our spine a twist. And coming back down. Now the right hand. And coming back down. Now lifting up into a tabletop and all the way up and turning the toes out into a squat. Inhale up, keeping the balance. Exhale, bringing the arms down into the squat. One more time. Long spine. Exhale down. Up. And the arms stay on the side. We're in this goddess position. You can bring your index and your thumb together and take a few breaths here. Apply mula bandha. Feel the difference with the bandha. And coming back up. Now turning our right foot in, the left foot in, and going back into the lunge position and bringing both legs back into downward dog and into plank with the mula bandha going with control down. And first let's do a Shalabhasana Variation. The arms on the side just to prepare the back. The toes are pointed towards each other. Inhale up with the torso and the arms. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And placing your hands wide apart from the body and staying here, the swan position. It's not the swings, it's not the cobra, it's somewhere in between. And now the left arm goes back. Take a breath here in this twist and bring the arm back. And a normal breath here. And with the next in-breath, right arm. One more breath. And bring it down. A normal breath. And slowly, gradually coming down and grabbing hold of your feet for Dhanurasana. A few breaths here in the static position of Dhanurasana. These positions are not recommended for pregnant ladies, obviously. If you're menstruating, the static position of Dhanurasana is okay. And relax. Hands next to the chest, pushing your body into the child's pose. Give a nice stretch to your lower back in this pose. Inhaling into the lower back. Exhaling, relax. Inhale in the lower back. Exhale, relax. And continue in your own rhythm, relaxing in the child pose. And stretching your arms forward, going into downward dog again, and walking your feet towards the front of the mat. And here bending the knees, the hip comes close to the heels, and with the support of my fists, I place my hips down, and from here, vertebra by vertebra, come down into Shavasana. And here I'm going to do the variation for the shoulder stand and the plow pose. First, lifting the hips up, bringing the shoulders on the floor and bringing it down. One more time. Inhale, hips up into the bridge pose and down. Inhale up and down. And now coming into Viparita Karani first on my shoulders. And the shoulder stand next. Taking a few breaths here. And bringing the legs down. A few breaths in Halasana. And with the next exhalation, gradually, slowly bringing the legs down, placing the hands under the hips as you straighten your legs and lifting your body up. The head is on the ground in half Matsyendrasana. And down. Removing your hands and bringing your knees close to the chest. You may massage your back a little bit here while you're here. And now we're going to roll up and down. Again, massaging the spine. And let's stay in a balanced position in the last round. You can remove your hands, keep them parallel. Apply mula bandha here. And that will do. This concludes this flow.